You have got to be kidding me. Next week still isn't decision day. Are you serious right now? All right. Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Married at First Sight Season 16, Episode 18, called What's Our Safe Word? I hope our safe word is I'm done, because I'm really confused why next week is not decision day. Why are we dragging out these episodes that give absolutely nothing? So we are at 6 days until decision day. The couples are getting back from their couples retreat, and we have Nicole and Chris. They're unpacking in their walk-in closet about the retreat and the other couples and the progress they made. Nicole doesn't want to neglect the fact that they also too made strides in their relationship. I don't see where she sees that. And she asks Chris about, did he feel any need to say pineapple, which is their safe word, within the whole time they was at the couples retreat. It looked like he was going to say yes, probably when she asked him to wear those corny behind dinosaur suits, whatever the case was, for breakfast that they did last week. But he said, no, I don't feel like I needed to say the safe word at all. And we can retire the safe word. And we can also retire the pineapple decorations in the house. So Nicole don't want to do that. She said, but I'm willing to compromise. I'll put it in my office and I just won't have it in the house. So he said, fine, that's cool. He just wants it out of sight, out of mind. So they start taking down the pineapple decorations. First off, okay, I can understand that when you guys live together, but at the same time, I don't understand why he wants it to be taken away from the apartment they're sharing in now when they're about to move out in a few days anyway. Because decision day is in 6 days, but it looks like we're going to have like 6 more episodes of each day until the decision day at this point. So they take down some of the pineapple decorations, but they really just try to make that as a way to start taking down things because they know they're going to have to move within a few days. Whatever. So then we move on to Aerys and Jasmine. They talk in bed because I feel like all their scenes are in bed so they could discuss about what done happened. And, they talk about decision day, what they need from each other, pre or post decision day. Who cares? Because we know you guys are not going to make it. We then move on to 5 days until decision day. And Clint takes Hank to go on a drive to Starbucks. They don't say he went to Starbucks, but whenever I hear pop cup, I know it's Starbucks. And plus, from looking at the building and the signage, that was Starbucks. Because why? Because when I first got my dog, I too took my dog to Starbucks, got him a pup cup. Did he love it? Absolutely. So anyway, Clint is convinced that Hank loves him more than Gina. I'm pretty sure he does love you more than Gina. Gina looked like she probably talked to Hank too much about the salon. I was going to say car wash. About the salon. So he probably over it too. So he's finally glad he has someone who cares for him and doesn't, talk his ear off about the damn car. Not the car wash, it's a hair salon. So then we move on to Kirsten. She has lunch with her brother William. And of course, this is when they talk to their family and friends about their marriage and decision day. So she lets him know she feels like Shaquille's not interested in her. And she wants to take him to visit her dad. But William is just kind of like, you about to take him to see the judge. I don't know about all that. But, obviously it needs to happen since, that he has the final say. For me, I'm like, why would your dad need to have the final say? Like, if you value his input, then I can understand hearing to what he has to say. But ultimately, he does not have the final say. I don't know why y'all be trying to put all y'all hope and trust in what your people's got to say, because your people's going to be way more judgmental than you, because obviously they don't want no one, they don't feel like it's perfect. If they're not perfect, they're not going to like them because they're looking for that perfect. Like, you may be looking for a perfect person, but at the same time, I feel like with parents especially, they're going to really try to make sure the person is like to the T, the perfect person for you. That's why a lot of them don't like none of the people you bring home in the first place. So for that, I'm just like, no. At the end of the day, you're the person who's with Shaquille. You have the final say. You're in the relationship. you have the final say whether or not you're going to be in that relationship or not. Not what your parents have to say, not what your friends have to say, not what your hating ass cousin has to say. It's ultimately up to you. If you like the person, you feel like they're going to be good for you, you feel like you guys could be together and move forward, then you decide if you're going to stay with a person or not. Not because your daddy done said, oh no, he wasn't like me, he can't buy you a house on his own funds, so no, he ain't gonna, no, absolutely not. But once again, I already know this ain't gonna work. And if they do go make it to decision day and say yes, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to eat my words, but I really don't think they're gonna last. I really don't think any of these couples are gonna last. And we already see the drama gonna start trickling in next week. Well, actually it started this week. But we'll get to that in like 2 scenes from now. So we see Chris. He goes to old car shop with his brother Brandon, and of course they sit down to talk about his marriage and decision day. Nobody knows what they're gonna do. Of course, that's what we do every season. They never know, even though they know. So then this is when we get to Clint and McKinley. They're working out together. So then they sit down to talk about Clint and Gina's marriage and decision day. Now here is where McKinley comes onto the, what is it? What is it called? Confessional. Okay. To let us know that, Clint is an attractive guy, and Gina, of course, she's attractive. And then that's when he starts talking about, they both have the same type of energy, the same type of personality. They're both driven into their careers the same way. He don't say this word for word. I'm paraphrasing. But he feels like they are more compatible than Gina and Clint, and he wishes the producers would have chose Gina as his match versus Dominique. Okay, and they match perfectly together. Did he say anything else? Oh, and he feels like Gina is attracted to him just like he's attracted to her. Listen, if you feel like that, okay, cool. Because I'm just gonna pause here and go straight to the previews for next week. Because in the previews for next week, he gonna tell somebody, us, producers, someone over there. I think he was talking to Aerys. I don't know. But he wants to let them know, yeah, he slid into Gina's DMs. Now, why would you slid into Gina's DMs before decision day? I don't know. Can we not wait until after decision day? And I feel like if that's the case, that's probably why you see the previews of Dominique and Clint making out. I mean, they both like to fry catfish that they caught from the sea. So they probably do have a lot in common too. But that's not the point. The point is, McKinley, he saw Gina, he called her sexy from jump. So he was already going to try to get in them. He already knew what he was going to do. Okay, he already knew him and Dominique wasn't going to last. He probably thought it was going to be something cool for the 2 months. But he probably already knew how to, in his mind, okay, I'll go through with it. But in the end, Gina's what I want. And that's probably another reason why Gina ain't trying to be looking for Clint. She was never attracted to him in the first place. But I feel like if he's saying he slid into Gina's DMs, he probably did it as soon as him and Dominique said they was going to be together no more. And they probably been, texting back and forth. So she already got her eyes set on McKinley. So maybe she was like, I ain't trying to be nothing with Clint other than friends. That's just my personal opinion. And I could be wrong. I am wrong. But, I may not. Okay? I may not be wrong. So we want to see in the next 10 episodes of this damn season. So they talk about McKinley and dating. I guess he's trying to make a little hint that he's talking to someone, probably Gina, but he don't want to say who it is. Okay, McKinley, whatever. I like you and everything from the beginning of the season, but now I'm just kind of like, you being kind of messy. And I don't like that. So then we move on to Shaquille. He zooms his friend Sherman to talk about his marriage and decision day. Then we move on to Jasmine and Gina. They go pole dancing. And I'm like, okay, this is cute. Obviously the pole dancing instructor was doing the best. Gina, I guess she was trying, and then Jasmine, she did. Jasmine, you're so sweet. It's like she's a prude, man. She's a prude. I don't know what else. I feel like a middle schooler saying that, but she's a prude, and I understand because I too was a prude. I feel like sometimes I still am a prude, But I feel like I'm at that point now where it's just like, no, let's just call it for what it is. You guys have sex. Not saying Jasmine has sex because clearly she's not having sex. But like if I was talking to a friend, I'm like, okay, y'all have sex, so what? Everybody have sex for the most part. So just seeing her, being so like, because I guess the instructor was trying to give her compliments, like, okay, I see your booty poking out in the mirror and stuff. Jasmine was trying to turn around, hide her butt. Jasmine, we still see your booty, okay, girl? Like, I mean, the attire that you wear, we see those cheeks. There's nothing wrong with that. Be happy and confident in the body you in, because a lot of us wish we were skinny like you. Okay, you look good. No matter what Aries think that you have a little booty, listen, slim thick. Okay, slim thick. So then while they're practicing and whatnot, we see Aries comes in because he knew that she was gonna do pole dancing, so he figured he'll surprise her and then drop in on her. So that's when the instructor and Gina leave, and that's when we see Jasmine do a little dance for Aries. He's throwing some money at her, and he's saying it's kind of sexy. Now, I told my husband, don't you ever. I obviously didn't say, I'm dramatic, so just go with the flow for the next few seconds, okay? So I told my husband, you better never say it's kind of sexy. Now, what I really told him was, no, I'm sorry. Don't say if it's kind of sexy. You better say it's sexy. Okay, don't be kind of sexy. I don't want to be kind of sexy. I want to be sexy. So, I mean, actually, he told us in the confessional. He didn't even tell her that. But, no, Eris, you should just say it's sexy. Just leave it at that. See, I don't know why it's so hard for him to build up. Well, you shouldn't have to build up a woman, but like to feed her compliments. I be wondering, like, what compliments she be giving him. She be calling him king and stuff. And I'm just like, girl, just because he won the pageant, don't make him no king. I'm sorry, Eris, but you ain't no king. You ain't giving king energy. Since he want to talk about her, and he needs the whore in her. Well, we need the king energy in you. Anyway, moving on before he gets me upset. We get to Shaquille and Kirsten. They make breakfast for dinner, and Kirsten tells him that her family's gonna be coming over for dinner in the next few days. Shaquille's feeling some type of way that it took them so long to come around to finally come and sit with them, have dinner, whatnot. Kirsten's excuse is that it was just scheduling. Now, I understand getting a lot of people together may be kind of hard because of scheduling. I don't feel like that's the case for Kirsten. Excuse me. I just really feel like she was just trying to hold off because she wasn't really open yet with Shaquille. And she even said in the confessional, or either in the confessional or the after party, that she really wanted to wait until she warmed up. Because like I said in a couple reviews ago, I really honestly truly feel that she don't want to get him close to her family because she's not going to say yes on decision day. That's just what I think. But Kirsten Kirsten then tells Shaq that she doesn't feel like he's interested in her. He doesn't like her. He don't talk to her. Then we see flashbacks of, him just kind of treating her nonchalantly. She's trying to have a little conversation, ask how his day was or whatever. And he's just kind of just walking to the other room or just saying, oh, fine. She's asking if he wants some food. He's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm fine. Thanks. So I can see where he's giving her the cold shoulder, and I do kind of feel bad for Kirsten. But at the same time, she let us know off rip that if she don't find him attractive, she gonna give him her cheek, and she wants to make excuses saying, "Oh, he didn't ask me if he could kiss me." No, Kirsten, you turned the cheek because you didn't find him attractive because you didn't want no man that was bald, and they gave you a man that was bald, and we kind of seen you kind of acted some type of way because of the fact that he was bald. So, I mean, I know we could move forward, but at the same time, like he said later on in the episode, they kind of switched, where he was interested in her, she was interested in him. So now she's interested in him and he's not interested in her. So are they going to work through it to hopefully move forward? Probably not. I highly doubt it. But then we move on to Jasmine and Eris. Oh, last thing, Shaquille was like, oh, I'm surprised, I didn't know about this. She was like, well, I'm telling you now. Yeah, she makes sure she tells you now because she know ain't nothing gonna be changing in the next 5 days. We then move on to Jasmine and Eris. They go through the intimacy box that was given to them a while back, and they explore. They have the feathers. They rub each other with it, Eris rubs her feet. She does a massage on his back with the little car looking thing. And then, he's handcuffed while she's rubbing his back. The posture and everything looks so awkward, but okay, we'll go with it. So then she massages his hands. Eris asks Jasmine to slap him in the face because, he like that dominatrix type of stuff. I mean, if he wants you to put your foot down and talk to him sternly and all that stuff, and he likes it, I'm not surprised he wants you to smack him in the face. So she's just like, what? I just can't smack you in the face. Jasmine, this is your opportunity. Listen. No. Let's put all the intimacy stuff to the side. He likes to be slapped in the face hard anyway, right? So all those frustrations, all the frustrations he gave you these past 7 weeks, this is the opportunity to really be like, oh, you want to talk to me that way? You want to treat me like that way? Pow! This is the opportunity, Jasmine. This is when you can do that, okay? Because she's just like, oh, I don't. And he's like, what's that harder? And then she get a little bit harder, and I guess he's like, oh yeah, harder. I'm just saying, Jasmine, this is the opportunity. He want that dominatrix type stuff. This is when you need to be the dominant, and you need to whip him sexually, intimately, but also behind in your head, in your brain, make sure it hurts so he can know how much he hurt you. Violence is not the answer, guys. Violence is not the answer. However, he wants to be hit in the face. So I figured, why not, especially hard. So why not knock two birds with one stone, Violence is not the answer. Domestic violence is, we do not condone that here at all. And disclaimer, we don't support that at all. But Jasmine, I'm just saying, please, okay. We're going to move on to 4 days until decision day. Nicole FaceTimes her dad to talk about her marriage and decision day. We don't care. We then move on to Gina. She brings Clint to get a haircut. I'm surprised. I thought Gina was going to be the one cutting his hair, but I guess it was her homeboy, Marlon. I didn't write down the name. I'm sorry. But, it's okay, I guess. If I had to choose between his haircut that he got, his regular hair, or the man bun, let's go with the man bun. But I do I like it when a guy's hair is on. If you have that length, flaunt it. And he did flaunt it every day. I didn't see nothing wrong with his hairstyle, but Gina hates it. And I don't know why you would let a woman who called you gingery features let her cut your hair, knowing it's not gonna go nowhere. I mean, I guess in his mind he's like, it'll grow back, but for me, I'm just like, I've been doing my own hair for 8 years. I'm going to continue doing my own hair for 8 years. Thank you. Especially from someone who don't find me attractive and I know we're not going to move forward. No, thank you. No, thank you. So anyway, she likes it and she says he has swag now. And what about you, Gina? Where's your swag? You're so focused on Clint and his swag, but yet you have none, in my personal opinion. Okay, we then move on to Shaquille and Kirsten. They go to empty church to talk. Why? I don't know. They discuss about, in the future, going to church together, how it's important. That's cool, but why did you guys go to empty church to discuss this? You could have discussed this in your apartment. Now, if you guys actually went to a church service, like if we saw you guys walking into the church and then we seen the church service was over, everybody walking out, you guys walk out and talk about how the service was and then discuss about moving forward, you want to continue going to church together, all that stuff, then that would be more believable to me. But the fact that, like, what church let y'all rent it out for like an hour or two so you guys could walk in and discuss church but not go to the actual church service? Did you guys have to pay them for that? Or was this like one of y'all home church, y'all like a member on the one of the members for the church and just asked for that favor and they let you all film in there for an hour or two with nobody in there? What a pastor at? What are people who have to lock up the church, when nobody's there? That's just a question I had. I know it's not going to get answered, but I'm just like, okay, y'all dramatic. Okay, I know I'm dramatic, but y'all dramatic. Y'all do the most. Anyway, we move on. Jasmine and Aerys, they go to a psychic medium. You know, the medium always gonna tell them what they want to hear. You know, I really, if y'all gonna go to a psychic medium on this show, on this damn show, can we get a medium to tell them like it ain't gonna work? Cause all they do is say, you know, you would be a fool to lose her. Your grandmother said, you know, she likes her. That's the only girl she's ever liked. You get a little chuckle out of Eris, but for me, I feel like y'all did this with Jasmine and Aerys, Jasmina and Michael. Listen, can we get a psychic or a medium to be like, listen, you guys can move forward, but you guys would probably be best off with somebody else. No, we just gonna keep lying to them, excuse me, to us, to themselves. I guess anything for money. Okay, we then move on to Kirsten. Her mom comes over for dinner. She's the only one that showed up. I guess, I don't know if she invited her dad or her sisters or whatever. Nobody else showed up. Her brother couldn't even stop by. So it feels very awkward. The whole dinner felt awkward to me. And they talk about the marriage. They say their issues, so the mom suggests that they put the expectations down and enjoy each other. This was the scene I was telling you about where Shaq was just like, it feels like while I was trying to pull her walls down, I built my walls up. So the mom was just telling them, relax, just enjoy each other. Don't have all those expectations because they ain't never going to be met because you always going to be waiting for the perfect person, but ain't no perfect person in this world. So therefore, you're not going to get the perfect person that you would want for yourself. So you're just going to have to just learn how to just commingle, do y'all like just come together. Okay, she don't say it like that, she don't say it word for word, but just her vibes, that's exactly her vibes of the way she was talking, of when she was trying to express to them that y'all just need to relax. Okay, y'all doing too much. But last thing we get is Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal. Both of them come to visit Gina and Clint because they are struggling the most. Honestly, Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper, y'all struggling the most because y'all can't pick no good matches no more. Not since season 12. I mean, season 12 started the downhill because season 11 always gonna be like one of the perfectest. That's not a word, but one of the perfectest season in my personal opinion. So, it went downhill after season 12 anyway. So it's really y'all, but okay, we're gonna point the finger at all these couples that shouldn't have been matched in the first place. Okay. Yeah, all right. So Dr. Pepper asked them why they haven't been doing her exercises she's been giving them. Clint said they didn't have the time. Dr. Pepper said, if I told y'all to search for $3,000, you would make the time, which is true. But Dr. Pepper, why are we wasting our breath on Gina and Clint? All they're gonna do is make excuses, and then here we go. Gina completely throws Clint under the bus. What he not doing for her? He not making her feel like a wife. He just cooks for him and not for her. All this stuff. Points the finger at Clint. Point, 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 point. But you know what? Like they say, you point one finger at someone, three fingers are pointing right back at you. So therefore, Gina, you could be talking. I ain't here trying to hear what you have to say. We got Clint talking in the confessional. He upset that Gina done thrown him under the bus. He's annoyed and stuff. Clint, are we really surprised? Homegirl cried because one of her employees quit to do her own thing. Now, once again, he just holds his breath. He don't say nothing. But this is what I be talking about. Gina could say whatever, or she could point a finger all on Clint. If Clint were to say one thing, then it's his fault. So I understand why he didn't say nothing. He just held his tongue. But I'm just like, Clint, this is why you should just say, today's my decision day and I don't want to move forward with her. I don't want to be married because she's going to always throw you under the bus. And I'm sure, I don't know if McKinley talking to her on the low key, because I feel like they really are, that he been slitting her DMs and they've been conversing from what we may find out next week. But it's just kind of like, Gina, like you just can't just be done with someone without having to let people know like how bad they are. What about you? Because you talking about he don't make you feel like a wife. Have you made him feel like a husband? Oh, I'm sure you haven't. So what are we talking about here? So of course, Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal can understand what she's saying. I guess can understand what she's saying, but at the same time, it don't make no sense and it don't matter because you can't be complaining about someone not doing something for you when you don't do nothing for them. Anywho, that was the end of the episode. There's still 3 billion episodes left. I'm trying to understand why. But, they're going to have to try to stretch it out. But we are tired. We are annoyed. I don't know what else to say, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Like, I really do. But these people are really, I don't know. The producers. It's not even the people because, they can't help who they was matched with. The producers do. They can help who they were matched with. The experts can help who they were matched with. So it's just a disaster. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, come back next week. Or the other 3 billion episodes left. So hopefully I can make you laugh in one of those weeks. Comment what you thought about this episode. Be easy breezy, lemon squeezy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm going to sleep.